So with interest rates rising and the scare of the Dow crashing, also some talk of North Korea doing some missile testing and Biden going over to South Korea to talk about that. What I want to ask you guys is now a time to buy, because that's a lot of questions that we get asked. And I'm going to go to the whiteboard and show you a couple reasons why it looks like we're going to go into a buyer's market, and there could be some opportunities for you if you're looking. Are we headed to are we headed to a buyer's market? So let's head to the whiteboard and we're going to break it down in a very simple way. One thing that we're going to talk about is why prices are going up, but how we can't just focus on prices going up to see if we're going into a buyer's market or a seller's market. So right now, year over year, we just got the April stats year over year and month over month, and the median sales price has increased 20 grand, which was roughly about like a 3 or 4% increase. For month over month of an increase of the median sales price. But the thing that I want to focus on right now is that our home sales are down. So with the home sales being down and we have more inventory, and how does that affect and why I think we're walking into a buyer's market? So last year, this is last year, right? We had roughly four people, and they would only have one house to look at, and so this would obviously drive the price of this house up, because there's 4 people trying to buy this same exact house. All the competition was going to this one house. But as the April stats for our Treasure Valley area, inventory has increased 170% since last year. And so what that's causing in our market is now all of a sudden we have more houses for these people to look at. Instead of all 4 of these people going to one house, now they have multiple houses to look at. And on top of that, our home sales are down. So our home sales are down 17% and our inventory is up 170%. So that's almost a 200% increase, almost 200% increase in our inventory with the shift. And so something to keep in mind here is there could be more opportunities coming down the road, and that's why whenever I'm talking to a buyer right now, I'm just saying be patient. Because there still are opportunities. We just had last week, we had one of our clients, they got into a bidding war over a house because the price was listed way below market value, and so a lot of people were driven to it. But right now we're seeing home prices decreasing and we're seeing inventory increasing, and real quick, I just want to let you know, if you subscribe, you'll see a notification for this video that Jonathan's doing about an article that Redfin put together about how they are too seeing a shift in just the online marketing that they're doing. And so make sure you hit the subscribe button if you like this information, thumbs up, and that video is going to be coming out, I believe, beginning of next week. But anyways, going back to this, I just want to remind you guys, right? So if we just looked at this median sales price, right? So this was March in our area, and now April numbers came out. Obviously there was an increase in sales price, and if we just look at those numbers alone, we'd be freaking out saying, oh my gosh, we need to invest in real estate, we need to buy real estate, we need to hold on to it right now because it's appreciating, it's still appreciating. But if you didn't look at all the other factors, again, I'm just going to put this up here so you guys are aware, our inventory has increased 170%, and our sales have decreased year over year by 17%. So you can't just look at the sales price number, you have to look at inventory. Is inventory the one that's driving the sales price? Well, right now, obviously inventory is not, and sales are coming down. So right now we're seeing buyers freak out, we're seeing more price reductions right now instead of people getting bid up. But like I said, there are still some anomalies of people houses getting bid up. And so right now, if you're patient, you could buy an opportunity of a house. The other thing that we don't know is last week, the Feds had the interest rates roughly at 30-year for primary residence was about 5.5%. This morning, as I checked, right now we're looking at 5%. So some of the interest rates have come down, and so again, we don't know what the Fed's going to do. If they say they're going to continue to rise, if they continue to rise, I think we're going to see a lot more houses end up popping up and sitting on the market with potential decreases. But if interest rates drop again, I think if interest rates drop, we're probably going to see a whole nother wave of buyers coming through. So as of right now, it looks as if, as long as these continue, it looks as if we're going to be going into a buyer's market. One last thing that I didn't put out there is in March, the inventory increased 103% year over year. And so just from March to April, we had a 67% increase. So anyways, something to watch for in your area. You want to look at that. I think nationwide, our inventory is up. Sorry, not our inventory, but our sales are down nationwide about 6%. And so be watching, be patient, and maybe you'll find a good opportunity to invest in or buy a home for your family. Thanks for those who are subscribing. Remember, if you want more content like this, subscribe. We'd love to hear what you think. This is our local market. We did a brief overview of the national market, but what's going on in your market? Let us know. We want to know what your thoughts are. And don't forget, give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more information like this.